This is Matt Kin on Team Nerd Herds. If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
No. Yo, what's up, comic compadres, and welcome back to another Team Nerd Herd episode, man. For our what are we calling this show? The bottom half, man. The bottom half of the weekly top 20, man. I know a lot of shows give a lot of love to them top 10s, man. But you guys are all nerds, bro. Come on, man. We always get the bottom half, man. Come on, man. Like we ain't getting a hot chick, bro. We always get into second place, bro. So as I'm saying, let's give love to the second place because we're all second place runner-ups over here, man. It's not like we're bottom or anything, right? So I'm going to pass this around. Let's get it started with a little roll call, man, with starting off with Alonzo. What's up, Alonzo?
Not much. Excited for this new segment, man. I love this idea of the bottom half, or what Covr Price likes to call runners-up. I think it'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. What about you, JR?
Sounds like it's gonna be a fun show. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Just went traveling around all day today, so just came in though. I had to make sure I made this show because these are gonna be some interesting books. And I think these will eventually be number ones or 1 through 10. So might as well get it now before it really gets pricey.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with you, Nick? How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm excited about this show. Finally, we're doing a top 10 show. It just happens to be the bottom half, right? Bottoms need love too. I see you guys out there in the chat. You guys are getting nasty. Cut that stuff out.
Speaking of bottoms, how are the Clippers?
Hey, we're now tied, right? And it's looking pretty good. Luka's hurt, so I'm feeling pretty good. but I'm excited, man. Let's. We're getting a top 10 show. We're showing off some good books. We got some good spec in here and some good opinions. And then I'm also wondering why Rogue is so tired, man. You got the whole week off, man. You should be loving life right now.
I spent about 9 hours driving a car today.
Oh, geez. Well,
yeah.
I guess comic book hunting has its own risks and hazards. So, what's up, Rob?
What up, Nick? Rob from Heaven Instagram. Just excited for the show. I'm a big fan of the bottom half, if you know what I'm saying. I love that bottom half, and ready for the show. I'm excited. What up,
And yo, man, it's Hoodrat Comics. Catch me over there on Instagram. And yo, man, I love bottoms too, man. The tops are fun. The tops are good, but the first thing I look at is the bottom, man. Bottoms of everything, man. But let's get this going, man. And I want to tell you, man. Let me see here. Share screen.
But before we get started, Ian, let's give some shout outs to the chat.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. So what's up, man, to Danime, man, out there, man, always supporting us. He's a true homie. Something Wong means something right, as Steve would say, man. And what's up to Something Wong? He's always been a big supporter of us, man. Who else we got? We got Copy 801, man. He's just a homie, bro. He's a homie, Copy 801. What's up, man? And then we got, who else we got, man?
Sam the Man's out there.
Sam the Man's out there. Sam the Man's out there. And that's we got Jeff Stacy. Tim Stacy in the house. Now. And Jeff's in the house. Sorry, man. I haven't been a host in a while, man. That's Steve's job, our MC, man. So
and also Steve's in the chat.
Steve's in the chat. Steve's in the chat too. Yo, man, where's the MC at, bro? But man, I've been chilling, bro. Chilling in the background, waking up when I need to say something, man. That's how I've been doing it lately. So, man, let's get this going, man. So, guess what, man? We really wanted to find an unbiased opinion, man. So we contacted the guys out in Covr Price and asked for the blessing to do the show, man. They sent me an email back and said, yo, Team Nerd Herd, man, we like your stuff, man. Go ahead, man. Let's do this, man. So, but let me tell you a little bit about Covr Price before we go on, man. One thing I like about it is empirical evidence, right? That you guys are buying this book. We are buying these books. They do it all based off, off sales of different marketplaces. So Covr Price is a collection management system and price guide for comics. They gather actual raw and slab sales from a number of online marketplaces and do the hard work for you and me, for letting you know what everything in your collection is worth, so you don't have to. So you can sign up for a 10-day free trial, man. And wish we had a code, man. But hope maybe we'll get one of those one day, man. But yo, man, any either way, man, we're just happy to have Covr Price letting us do this on the show, man, and doing the top 11 through 20. What do you guys think, man?
No, I love this idea of having runners up. I mean, Covr Price, they use data to provide information, and you know what? It's not specking. It's what people are actually buying, and I love it.
Yo,
Yeah,
man.
it's gonna be interesting to see like what the hell people are buying.
Yeah, right.
It makes me scratch my head going, "You some dumb fuckers."
These guys at Covr Price, there always seems like they're ahead of the game.
Yep.
You know, I always see their stuff because it's based on data. You know, and I'm like, quit blowing up the spot, man. Quit telling people the books that I'm looking at, but you can't hide from the data. So
Yep.
I get it. You know.
Man. What'd you think, Rob? Go ahead, Rob.
Covr Price. I love the website. I've used a little bit of it. I think it's a good website. It's a good data place to gather for information from comic books. That's one of the things I love about comic books is researching for data, and that's how I usually spec on my own and try to find out what's the books that are hot right now, hot in the past, and possibly hot in the future. So I like the actual website. It's pretty good.
Yeah, man. So we all love Covr Price over here, man. But we're gonna try and make this show fun, man, because we know there's a lot of top 10 shows, not a lot of top 11 to 20 shows like us, though. You know, they like to do the upper half of the comic collection, but we like to do the bottom half. But we're gonna make this fun, man. So we got this going on for you guys. So I want you guys to write this down, man. Maybe take a snapshot of it out there in the chat, because we're gonna try and stamp all these books, man, and give it one of a Team Nerd Herd label, man. So it's either 1, it can be a hold, 2 could be for the collection, 3 could be a FOMO book, man. There's a lot of FOMO books in this top 20, this 11 through 20, man. Or it could be something you want to keep on your watch list, right? Like, so if you're over there on eBay, man, and you're looking at these books, you're like, I don't know if I want to buy it yet. I'm gonna put it on the watch list, right? So maybe it's something you want to watch. Maybe it's a book like you don't get it, I don't get it, JR don't get it, Nick don't get it, Rob don't get it, or Lonzo. Just put it there. Say, I don't get this book. So there's a lot of books in this one I don't get, man. Or it could be basura, right? And basura means this in Spanish. Means trash, man. It's just trash. Just put basura, man. Basura. You know, if you're walking in TJ and someone looks at you and says basura, now you know, man. It's they're trying to knock on you, bro. Like, so you better have something to come back, man. Or if you think it's something that you need to get rid of and flip it, man. You need to flip that pancake. Let us know, man. Like, if it's something that should be sold today or within a week because it's about to go cold, let us know, man. But as we go through these books, put it down in the chat, man, because we're all gonna try and stamp these Team Nerd Herd style as we go. So starting off, man, with the first book at number 20, we got Black Widow number 7, then TC Zetro 1 in 25. It's the first. Lucy Wynn. Let me say it right. Lucy Wynn reveals her powers. The first appearance of, or what's a cameo, right? Cameo of Apogee or first appearance? Probably.
I think
cameo.
Six was a cameo.
It's a cameo. No, this one's a cameo. I mean, you see his face like in one panel, and that's it. So I honestly think this is a cameo. The first appearance will be the next issue, which is issue 8. Mm-hmm. Where you get like his full figure, like you get a good look at the character. He's even going to be in a cover. Adam Hughes has already tweeted it out. So I just think it's a cameo.
And so look, man, check it out, man. Covr Price is so dope they even give you the stats, man. So last week, 16 copies sold, had a 7-day trend of 203%. High sell was $60 for a raw copy. One of these is this 1 in 25, so it went double in probably double in 13%. You know, so what do you guys think, man? How would you guys think of this?
So personally, I think this is a flip. I wouldn't hold on to this book unless it's for your PC. I mean, again, I would argue that it's a cameo. Plus, I mean, this whole Lucy Nguyen gets powers. So what? She made her first appearance like the previous issue. I see this as a quick flip. Make your money.
See, I don't know. I would hold this one because
Really?
this is the reason why. Black Widow really doesn't have a lot of her own villains. I mean, she has some, but she doesn't have any like really mainstay villains like her Rogues Gallery. If they're trying to push her in the books and keep her kind of instead of just doing miniseries here and there and actually like have long runs with her, they need to start developing these characters. The other thing is we're hearing rumors now that there might be a Black Widow 2 movie. So maybe she's going to be alive after the end of the first Black Widow. It could be Yvonne, or it could be the blonde girl.
Yelena.
It could be Yelena that they're talking about. But then this guy may end up being that villain. So to me, right now, it's cheap enough where you can kind of hold on to it. And I think it'll hold its value for a little while. And then see what happens after Black Widow comes out. And then decide to flip it.
All right.
Long term.
Cheap enough. Flip that pancake, man.
Flip that shit, bro.
It's going for double times ratio right now. Double ratio. This is a 1 in 25, not a 1 in 50. So like it's going for $60. I agree with everything you said. Hey, it could be a villain. Villain spec though sucks. Villain spec is never really good, and it's only been really good in this current collecting bubble that we're all in, right? I think the cover's beautiful. Like the artist, fantastic. That's a cool looking cover. I really like the line work. I love the watercolors. Looks great. But $60, you're going to be able to get this for $25 eventually. You really are going to be able to get this for $25.
That's what I'm saying. Buy it on a dip, man. Buy this shit on a dip. How about you, Rob?
For me, this book doesn't really do shit for me. It doesn't really get me excited.
There you go.
And to me, if you're trying to make money fast,
Rob be like, what? What the fuck?
Yeah, honestly, who the fuck cares? It's Black Widow. It's like flip the book. And I could see why you want to hold it. Maybe there's a possibility. Any pretty much any book, but realistically, you just want to flip it and get rid of it.
Man. So what's the chat saying, man? What's the chat saying, Alonzo?
They haven't said much of anything. Like they're just commenting on like what? It's like Mephisto. But we haven't heard. But on this panel here, I mean, I think we're 4-1 on flipping this sucker.
All right, happy Pancake Day. Flip that shit. Let's go. Flip that. There you go. Moving on. What you got, Alonzo?
All right, so this book for me, it's the FOMO book. So this is Black Panther #1, the first appearance of Okoye and a number of the Dora Milaje, and it sold 23 copies this week. Honestly, this is for people that missed out already. I mean, who didn't know that the Dora Milaje was going to be in Black Panther 2? Right? I mean, seriously, raise your hands. Anybody in the chat?
How surprised!
Okoye got her own show coming, right?
No,
she's gonna be Wakanda forever.
Yeah, it's gonna be on that show.
Who knew she was gonna be in Winter Soldier? Raise your hand.
We knew that this was gonna come. We knew that she was gonna be in Black Panther 2. We knew something was going on. At least the Dora Milaje was gonna be going on in Wakanda forever, which we talked about on our Team Nerd Herd podcast show. So I mean, looking at this book again, I just think it's FOMO.
See, I get what you're saying with the FOMO, but my thing is we didn't know that she was going to show up in Winter Soldier. So my question is, are they planning on extending her part out?
Well, that's a different Dora Milaje member. Okoye, as far as I know, is Michonne from Walking Dead, who can carry a show by herself.
Right. But I thought she was on
different lady.
I thought she was the one that had the little disc by itself.
Nope.
Different blonde lady.
No.
Okoye is the main leader, right? The actual leader of the
Yep.
That's the main character. As for me, that this book is a hold. In particular, it's a hold. I can see the FOMO part, but I would hold this book because I think long term, this book will be more value in the future, and you could definitely flip it at that point if you want to flip it. But if you want to keep it in your collection, that's cool too. Because that can be a character that I don't see like passing away or dying anytime soon. It's gonna be a character in the background for a while. So
I think the Raw's still only $40, man. It's pretty cheap, bro. For a character that's been in the MCU.
Yeah, and the better book.
Go ahead.
So the better book is the Dynamic Forces book. If you go on eBay right now, there's like 2. and they're like $200.
Really? Oh shit.
You heard it here, guys. But again, I agree with you, Big Rob. But I think because like it's ranked number 19, I think people are gobbling it up because people don't have it.
They're
People
late
are
to the
realizing like, oh well, they just mentioned Okoye in the news.
Yeah, they're late to the party.
Yep.
So what you on this, Nick?
They're
What you
late.
on this, Nick?
I think this is a watch list book, man. This is a book you
Watch.
pay attention to. If
Yeah.
you really want it, you buy it when it's cheap. This is one of those books that you can find this in dollar bins. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
you, Joe
yeah.
Rob? You watch or hold?
Rob already said hold.
Rob
Is it
said hold.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I guarantee you're gonna find this book again. If you said it's $40 raw right now, it'll be $20 raw in 6 months. The reason being is that this Wakanda Forever show wasn't announced in the Phase 4 Kevin Feige giant thing. Okay, it was announced after the fact, which means it's going to be coming after all of those shows. So this is 2-3 years down the line, guys. There's so much other stuff that's going to happen in that period of time. Other FOMO books that are going to take people's attention and stuff like that, to where people will forget about this book once again. And then it'll be $20. And then when the show comes out, then you go with what Rob says, and that's when you sell it, right? Maybe you hold it if you already have it, and maybe you watch list it if you don't have it right now. But don't go out there and do the Alonzo thing where he's saying this is the FOMO book. Don't go out there and just buy it because you're like, the news is out and they say she's here and I'm gonna go buy it and pay $40. And then you're gonna be screwed, man. It just, hey, go hunting for this book.
Be patient.
Be patient.
What are you on this? What are you on this, JR?
I'm probably the same with Nick. We're on the watch list.
Watch list. All right. What you guys think, chat? Let's go, man. Because I think I'm gonna be on the watch list on this one because I see it here right now. Maybe it's cheap though. Maybe it's cheap because it's a 19. It's number 19. No one's really on it yet. But who knows, man? I'm gonna go watch this on this. What you guys think, man, out there, in Chatland, man? Before we move on, let's see here, man. So
put some dubs up if you think it's watch list, guys.
So I'm gonna pick it up now.
Yeah. Geek's picking it up now. Geek's feeling the FOMO.
Yeah. Hold.
Oh,
There's a
no.
hold.
Jeff, come on, dude.
FOMO. There's two FOMOs up on here, man.
The anime's feeling the hold.
There we go.
Get the Wizard or Dynamic Forces. Those are the better
Watch
ones.
this. Oh,
Yeah.
Watch this is in the lead, man. So I think we got to watch this on this one, man. So let me see here. Yo, man, we watching this one, huh? We watching you, Jeff. We watch you, Dan Anime. We watching you, copy. So let's go, man. So what you got, JR?
So we've got Ghost Rider Volume 2, number 31. First appearance of the Midnight Suns, the Caretaker, Lilith, and Meat Market. 28 copies. Yeah, 28 copies sold. 7-day trend of 121%. High sale of $29 for the raw. Sealed copies. So they came in a poly bag. That's what they mean by sealed. I'll be honest. I guess because it's the first appearance of Lilith and the Midnight Suns. But I thought Lilith would have had a first appearance somewhere else, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't get this one. I mean, it's
wasn't it 29 was the book?
So you're ahead of the game there, Nick.
Yeah,
it's on the list.
We'll get to that.
We're almost there.
But I mean, to me, this is just one of those books. It's Ghost Rider. I mean, we haven't even heard an announcement of a Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. You guys are jumping at shadows.
I have no idea what's going on with this one, bro. You know? Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. I don't get it either. We all sell comics here sometimes, man. I've been trying to sell the other book for months. Nobody wanted it. Now all of a sudden people are buying this one, and it's like it's a cool cover. Yeah, that's great. If you can get it for $5, $10, sure. If you're paying $30 for this book, you sir are the sucker.
Yep. This is a dollar bin book.
Yes.
Hardcore dollar bin.
This is definitely a FOMO book. People are FOMOing on this shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, what's pumping? I mean, how many times have other shows talked about this book? Like, y'all just catching on? Like, you're paying $29 for it? Like, come on, man. It's in a poly bag.
They've been talking about this for a year.
I know, like 2 years.
Substantiated rumors on the Midnight Suns, but we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard Ghost Rider. We haven't heard any of these.
You guys remember
You
when
know?
Legions of Monsters was
I think-
pumping? Like,
Yeah.
every people were buying these books and Legions of Monsters 6 months ago, thinking that
Mhm.
Ghost Rider and those guys were coming, and then the spec went away, and
Because
now
of
it's
Hulu,
back.
right?
Yeah.
They're
So
buying because of the Hulu thing, but
yeah, but I don't. So I have a question for you guys here in the chat and also in the panel. And my memory may be bad, but the Midnight Suns, was Blade in it? Was
Yeah.
Blade a member of the Midnight Suns?
He was
I
right.
think so.
yeah,
Yeah.
please,
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so but then maybe that's what's driving this.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That-
Okay,
that could be
Yeah, that's
what's
why you the
driving it.
spec master. That's why you the spec master.
You know,
I
So
don't
this is
Yeah.
the first appearance
It
of
could
the
be.
team, the full team.
I think it's Lilith.
This is
Lilith
first
is
appearance
in
of
the other
Lilith
book.
in this.
She's
The
in
other
the other
one
book
is
too.
the other one is their cameo though. There's is what there's in chat.
It's Lilith.
This is their first full appearance.
Well, that's the
I'm-
character to get, really, is Lilith.
Yeah,
Like,
Lilith. Yeah.
Yeah.
between Meat Market and all those other guys, Lilith is the daughter
Meat
of
Market.
yeah, like Lilith is the daughter of Dracula,
Lilith likes
and
to be
if
the meat market.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Jeff.
you know,
But see,
so if, go ahead.
go ahead.
So Jeff, thank you for that information. So if this is true, then the driving force would be Blade. I mean, you can see these Midnight Suns potentially making it, and we won't say Ghost Rider or anything like that, but some of these other members of that group, you know, like you guys kept mentioning, right?
But
Lilith,
Venom
Caretaker,
was-
stuff like that.
Venom was part of that group, I believe, too.
Later
But maybe
on.
not the first iteration,
Later on.
right?
Yeah.
I
This
thought
is-
he was still.
No.
Oh no, that's Spirits of Vengeance, huh?
Yeah.
This is completely spec and completely off the top of my head, but like I just don't see Marvel doing Dracula. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Dracula
Yeah.
is public domain where everybody can do Dracula. So if you're Marvel, you want to make toys, you want to
I
make
did.
clothes, you want to make underwear, you want to make, you know, like
But I'll be Marvel's Dracula. So it'll be different.
yeah, but you'd have to put Marvel's Dracula in front of everything.
Yeah.
They could do Dracula, but I guarantee you they give him some other name where
It's
it's
easy to
Vlad
do.
or something like that.
Morbius. I don't know.
Alucard.
Well, Morbius
Yeah.
is owned by Sony right now.
I know he's owned by Sony. That's why. How can the Midnight? I mean, they just don't account for Morbius and
It can
You
still
know,
be
MCU.
the group. It can still be the team name, right? Just like
Part of-
Avengers, Champions, whatever. I mean, it can
This
just
shit
be
is
the
never
team
going to
name.
happen, by the way.
The other thing
Yeah.
that's driving this a little bit
Jeff
too,
thinks this happened.
and I
Hannibal
just
would-
remembered.
But see, like this one, that Dracula is a villain. Last say Hannibal, right? Like
No, it's Deacon Frost, right? It's Deacon Frost. Like they've
Yeah.
already established the canon where it's
I remember
Deacon
that.
Frost is
Okay.
the number one dude.
Ultimate boss.
Yeah.
He's the top boss.
Oh.
Dracula's the
But-
top boss.
I could totally see them saying, yeah, this guy, some people call him Dracula, but his name is blah, 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 insert marketable
Right.
name there.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
trademarked marketable name, you know,
But-
whereas Bram Stoker's Dracula exists and they have to compete with that space. And I
Yeah.
just don't see it.
All right, let's
The other
vote, man. Let's vote. Let's
Well,
vote.
wait a
Let's
sec.
vote.
Wait a sec. I
Yeah,
got one more
let-
thing. Let me add one more thing. The Darkhold is also what's spawning this because that showed up at the end of Scarlet Witch and Vision, and I believe inside that they showed the emblem of the Dark Sun or the Midnight Suns. That's the other reason I remember why this is being hyped up.
Fair.
All right, guys. All right,
All
let's
right.
go, man. Alonzo, you first.
I'm like, meh.
Meh.
Yeah,
Basura.
pretty much.
Basura.
Basura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basura.
Yep.
All right.
I wouldn't go with
JR?
Sarah. I'd go don't care. Whatever
Okay.
the yeah,
Don't get it.
don't get
All
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't get
I'm
it.
also going to say don't get it.
Okay.
This is 120% FOMO by the numbers. People are just
FOMO.
fucking FOMOing on this book.
I'm gonna say Basura, man. I'm calling it trash mess. That's two. So wait, someone needs to break it over here in the chat. In the chat, man. We have two Basura, two don't get it, and one FOMO, man. But you know what? Fuck it. I want to see this. I think it's trash because I want to do this meme. I'm trash. So let's move it on, man. JR, you're up, bro.
no,
No,
Nick.
Nick,
Let's see what's the
it
book.
will work on me. My bad.
Oops, wrong
Oh, it
one.
went too fast.
No.
Ah, we got to that one.
No, it went too fast. Went
Go
too
back
fast.
one.
There you go.
Something is killing the children. Number one, the foil version, the one that every shop got a gazillion copies of, right? I'm gonna say this is a FOMO book. This is people who can't get issue 1, first print, second print, third print, 8th print, whatever print this is, like the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th print. They're just trying to get an issue 1. I don't know how much value this is going to have in the future because the print run is going to be way higher than those subsequent printings and even the first print. Yeah, I mean, you can see for yourself. Go to any one of these online comic sellers. They all have copies of this book for sale right now. I think it was a guy on Instagram was selling 12 copies or something today when I was scrolling through Instagram. You don't see that for the 4th print, the 2nd print, the 3rd print, the 8th print. Don't spend $170 on this, guys, for a 9.8. I know you want a shiny slab, but I'd rather you go out there and spend $170 for the 2nd print raw. You know, like it's going to be a better long-term book. So this is 100% a FOMO book by the numbers, as Rob said.
I agree with you. I think it's a FOMO book. I think this is people that didn't get the first print of Something That's Killing Children, and this looks exactly like that number 1 copy, that first print. So I think people can't afford to pay $1,000 for the first print or $2,000 for that 6th print. So this is what they're paying for. This is for people that missed the boat. I mean, it's the same thing why people are paying for that 9th print that just came out if you bought Berserker. I agree. FOMO.
I'm with Sam, man. I don't get it too, man. How many books from the run, but still I don't get it. Great story, but screen is. I mean, it's crazy, man, because every book in this run is selling over $10 at least. Even the 1 through 15s, man. It's crazy, bro. Like, I don't get it. I mean,
I had 2nd print on my IG page for $140. You know, it sat there for a week before somebody took it. You know, so there's real printings of this book, and I what I see is by that is because this is not necessarily a real printing. This is something that people just got to participate in, and if you're a shop, you got to get as many copies as you want. Rob?
Yep.
The whole reason you guys are saying it's a FOMO book, in my opinion, I think you should hold it because I could see this book in 6 months being a $400 9.8.
Probably, man. Yep.
So I would still hold it. I would not sell it because people will be looking for an issue number 1.
Are you buying?
Buying? No. If you have it, hold it.
All right, man. So I'm a holder. I'm a hodler on this one, man, because I'm with Rob, man. This book is gonna be like this book's gonna be worth more as time just goes on because this book just keeps getting more popular and popular, and who knows if a TV show comes out on Netflix or whatever, because doesn't Boom have a deal with Netflix? You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I mean, this one's gonna be the cheapest out of all of them, and cheap might be $400. You know, I'll take. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so we got. I think we have 3 FOMOs and 2 hodlers, man. So what's up, y'all? Tell us, man. Tell us over here in the chat what you guys want to vote for, man.
I think most of the chat's on a hold.
Hold.
We got some FOMOs.
Man. Oh,
but there's a lot of holds.
This is the hold. Hold. And then the trailer comes out. The trailer's coming now. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
Right. All right, man. So, here we go, man.
Big Rob. There you go.
Big Rob. There you go, bro.
Me? Oh, yeah. My favorite book. Ghost Rider, Volume 2, number 28, 1992. A cameo of the Midnight Suns. Who are they? I never heard of it before until like the last 6 months. Sold 38 copies, 7-day trend of 98%, high sale of $75.99 for a TGC 9.0. Man, somebody paid $76 for
someone bought page 7. That's what I'm saying. What?
That's actually not so bad, but a 9.0 is kind of rough. But like, it's a polybag book.
It was a 9.8. Yeah, I would say that's great. But so I don't know. It's a
cameo.
It's just never gonna happen. It is a cameo of Lilith. But this fucking Midnight Sun shit will never happen. They'll probably do another group type, Legion of Monsters, some other shit. But the people, I don't know where this rumor originated from, what crazy website created this rumor. But it's for me, it's a flip them if you have them.
What an iconic cover, though, right? Like he's going up the side of the building on the bike. That's something you see in the movies. That's something that like you just associate with Ghost Rider, is riding his bike vertical up buildings and stuff like that. So just on a cover alone, this is a cool cover. If you guys can find this book for $10, buy it.
$1.
Yeah, $1, buy it. I found this book for $1 all day long. I'm gonna say this is a hold. I think this is the kind of book that, you know, if Lilith is the one that can have value out of all these Midnight Sun specs. No one cares about Meat Market. And to
you love that word, don't you?
The Meat Market. Who I just can't believe is a real guy. Somebody was like, let's name the guy Meat Market. Like, come on, man. What is he, like, have a trench coat with a bunch of different like organs and stuff like that? Like sausages.
He's got some watches.
Yeah. Like, you know, so but like this book, man, if they want to go a different route than Deacon Frost, Lilith could be the villain, right? Not Dracula. Yeah. Lilith has a name that could be trademarked, can be used. Lilith is the one. Meat Market, sausage.
What do you think? What do you think, JR?
To me, this is just one of those trash books. It's the name of a group. It's not the other one where Lilith is actually the first appearance in. All this is a cameo of the Midnight Suns, which who gives a fuck? They did it back in the 90s, and they really haven't done anything with the Midnight Suns since then. I don't think we're going to have a miniseries called The Midnight Suns on Disney Plus.
Sounds like a biker gang.
I know, right? It did sound right.
It's like a 70s rock band to me.
Yeah, bad emo rock band.
Yeah.
All right, Alonzo.
If again, I'm a trash with this one, just like JR. If you have to pick a book, pick the first appearance. Don't go for cameos.
All right, man. You know me, man. I'm Basura, Mega Basura.
There you go.
Basura. No, I'm not doing this, man. No. I'll do it for $1. You know, I'll do it for $1, and then I'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I got that book too, because I went back and bought that series like back in the 2000s.
It's a cooler cover than 31, though.
It is a dope cover.
It is.
You think it's, man, like people still keep that shit in a poly bag, bro. I'm like, take that out. Take it out now. Like it's not an action figure. You know, get that out of there, man. So moving back to me, man. So we got the Eternals #3 from 1976. First appearance was Cersei. So 38 copies last week. 7-day trend on 99% high sell. $12.95 for 9.8. All off the heels of the Eternals trailer. What you think? Yep. What you think of the MCU musical, Alonzo?
Oh my god, I love it. I would be a hold on this book only because it is the first appearance of Cersei. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know, Cersei and the Black Knight are going to be a couple, and the Black Knight is going to have a movie or a show already in the MCU. So Gemma Chan or Cersei could appear again. So I would definitely put this on the hold pile.
JR.
Yeah, I definitely think anything related to Eternals, any of the first appearances played by any of the cast people, you need to hold. I mean, this is going to be a book that'll go up. Unless they kill her off, and I don't think they're going to kill her off in the first movie. I think you're going to get at least 2 movies out of Eternals. I would sell when Eternals 2 comes out, though.
Nick, you've been on this one for a while, bro.
I have been on this one for a long time, man. I was finding this one at Comics and Stuff for $5, a year ago, 2 years ago. This book has a lot of things going for it. Right? It's Bronze Age. It's Jack Kirby. It's first appearance of a character who's going to be integral to the next phase of the MCU. I actually want to give this a for the collection grade. I think if you have more than one, sell one eventually. But this is a book like Geek Driven is saying, it's going to have Gemma Chan, and she's not going anywhere. She's a person of color, she's female,
she's fine.
And Marvel is all about making sure that we're getting representation. They're not going to they're not going to do to her, Gemma Chan's character, what they did to her in Captain Marvel, which is just kill her off in the first hour. Spoilers, but the character she plays in Captain Marvel dies, and she had face makeup on the whole time, which allows her to play another character in MCU. This is a good book. You should really be getting this book. I wouldn't go buy it today. Obviously, we have a lot of time till Eternals comes out still. But yeah, this is.
What
do
you think, man? What are you doing? What are you doing with this?
For the collection, man. For the collection.
All right, cool. For the collection, man.
For me, this is, since I don't own this book, I would do a watch list on this and wait about 6 to 8 months after the film comes out in November, and then buy it, because by that point the hype went down, people forgot about it, and then you go ahead and pick this book up. I don't have it, and I definitely want to have it eventually because I believe this character will continue on, but so I definitely want to buy it in the future. And just in case, if something does happen to her in the film, let's hope not. At least by that point, we'll know. And you don't have to buy it.
And when I was saying that she'd get, I don't think she's going to get killed. I was just saying that'd be the only reason why I would get rid of it early.
But you know what, man? When I was looking at the trailer, it looked like it was all memories with her. So I don't know. I mean, looking back, I was like, why does it look like one big memory of this chick? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just me.
Well, because they went off planet, right? So I think one of the things is they actually went off planet and lived somewhere else for a long time. Mm-hmm. So they're remembering all their memories, and they come back to Earth.
I think also they die. Like they kind of can die and then come back, and when they come back, they get their old memories implanted back into them somehow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's hard. Eternals has been written so many times, and it's never completely made sense. Even when Jack Kirby wrote it, Neil Gaiman's wrote it in the past, and I don't know who's writing the one now that just tanked. But it did.
I think great art in here. Like that Jack Kirby
wrote that.
Yeah.
For me, man, it's a FOMO book, man. It's a FOMO. The FOMO strong with this one, man, because I just think the trailer came out and people were just buying it. Like, oh shit, I need to catch up. I need to catch up, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they're gonna start trying to catch up. If you got it early like Nick, and then it's gonna become one of these. You know what I'm saying? Bounce, flip it. It's just people are catching up, and whoever got in early on this is selling it, man. Because I would on the first trailer. That's the way I do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, moving on, and it's up to you. What am I doing here? Go ahead.
Wow.
Alonzo.
Okay. First of all, copy if you're still there. Do you have any of these books so far? Like, just let us know in the chat. But this one's Spider-Man Unlimited #1, and it's the first appearance of Shriek. It sold 51 copies, and the high sale of $2.99 at a CGC 9.8. And people are buying this book because Shriek was in that trailer. She is going to be in the movie Venom 2. What is it? Carnage Unleashed. So I think right now this is a good hold for a bit.
Yeah, me too. What do you think, JR?
See, I think this is a FOMO. I think people are trying to get. They should have got it last time when Venom first came out, because everyone's going, "Oh, Shriek's coming out. Shriek's going to be in this." They should have got it then.
Nice.
And I think now they're just going, "Oh, she's here again, and hopefully it'll work this time." You should have bought it 2 years ago.
Yo, man, TiVo was talking about this for 2 years, right, Rob? Like, he let everybody know, like, way ahead, man.
2 years ago, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean, and even too, like, looks like,
100.
and the chat here, they even have books like this, so they have it. They're not worried. So it is like a FOMO and a hold.
Yeah, man. I saw that.
Nick. Last night.
Go ahead, Rob. We'll come back to Nick.
You're cutting out, Nick.
There you go. You're starting to come in.
You're back, man. You're coming back. Coming back slowly.
I think
I'll go first, Nick. I'll come back to you. So for me, it's definitely for the collection. This is a classic story, Maximum Carnage. I have the whole set. I'm not planning of getting rid of it. I want to keep this a particular set. I love the cover, Carnage, proud in front of the cover, and for me, for the collection. It's definitely a FOMO situation right now. People buying it now. It's fucking crazy. You should have bought it a year ago with $5, but is what it is now. But for me, for people who have it, hold it for the collection.
Nope.
I agree. I think this is though a watch list book if you don't have it, and if you have it, hold it. Shriek is a character who, Sony doesn't have a whole lot. So Sony is going to want to expand their universe as much as possible. I really doubt they're going to start killing off characters left and right. They're going to keep characters for sequels. They're going to keep them around and make sure that the actors are all actors you want to come see. And this is a pretty awesome classic cover. And Mark Bagley is a legendary Spider-Man artist at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I say if you don't have it, watch list it. Maybe don't buy into the FOMO. But if you have it, hold it. And maybe Shriek gets her own miniseries. Maybe Shriek gets a feature in the Venom sequel or something like that, where the book could go even to higher heights. But I don't think that they're going to get rid of this character. It's going to be a symbiote party, this next movie, man.
I think we can all agree, man. It's the hold. There's JR right there telling you to hold. That's Rob. That's Nick. And once that movie comes out, nope, not yet.
Go!
Not yet. Go. So let's go. So moving down to JR, what you got, JR? Oh, sorry about that.
So we got Last Ronin #3, the Freddie Williams 1 in 25. Sold 56 copies, 7-day trend of 71%. High sale is $50 for raw. I'm gonna spoil the book. People die. A turtle and a human die. I won't say who, but basically, I would not hold this. I mean, if you want it for your personal collection as something to read, it's a great story. But I think I would flip this sucker in a heartbeat. If you're gonna give me $50 for that, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. Nick.
Yeah, it's double ratio right now. You gotta sell it.
Yeah, bro.
It's not that it's gonna you gotta flip it like a pancake. It's not that it's not a good book, and I'm kind of curious about the spoilers. Could another cover possibly tell me what happens in this book?
Yes.
Who dies? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Another cover basically is a swipe from a panel in part of the book.
Cover
Yeah.
A.
I think if you can get this book pretty cheap, Freddie Williams is a really nice guy, and you can walk up to him at Comic-Con. He's always there.
Yeah.
You can get it signed and graded by CDC. That's cool. But yeah, I wouldn't be paying $50 for this book.
Nope. Rob?
There's too many covers.
Yeah, I'll go next. By the way, this is a 1 in 10, not a 1 in 25.
5 times ratio.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely flip it down.
it's a $9 book, but it's a 1 in 10. So
Hey, I'm just going by what's on the page.
yeah, so for me, I'm a crazy turtle fan. I love the turtles. So for me, this is for the collection. If you don't care, I agree with Rogue Law. You gotta sell it. But if you're a collector of Ninja Turtle stuff, this is a keeper. It's gonna be a classic story that's gonna probably stand the test of time, and people will definitely come back to the story in the future. And maybe we'll see something live action about this particular story in the future as well. So.
That never happens live action. They never do the Last Ronin live action.
You never know. Maybe I'm talking like 20 years.
It would be interesting though.
Definitely be the
It would be
Dark
interesting.
That would be
Turtles Dark Knight.
Yeah, that would require a whole Turtles universe for us to exist to give you a reason to care about them. And then Mikey, spoilers, being the only one. That would be insane. That's like a 4th, 5th movie.
Just let Zack Snyder do it. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Flip this book.
Here we go.
Just flip it.
But it's for me, it's for the collection.
Alonzo,
You could see
you're
it
up.
animated. I could
Flip
totally
it.
see them do an animated movie.
They
Happy
are
Pancake
doing an
Day.
animated movie, actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yep. Flip it.
Man, I like this book. I love the read. I love all these the Last Ronins, man. And all I need is Cover A. I don't need the 1 in 25. So man, I'm about to go. I'm about to do this, bro. I'm about to go to IHOP. All right, man. So who's up?
Nick.
A Spider-Man book. I'm so excited to talk about this.
Yeah.
So, Amazing Spider-Man 375 from 1993. This beautiful foil cover, right? The first appearance of Anne Wying, all right? I think she becomes Shriek, right?
No,
Or
she's Michelle Williams.
Agent
Show-
Venom or whatever, or right? Or in
No,
not,
no.
yeah, she's
Venom, right?
Agent Venom in the other one.
She Venom,
in
right?
The Kate's book, and she Venom. Yep.
Yes. But
Yeah,
she's
so
she's
she-
Michelle Williams in the movie.
She gets a symbiote, right? So it's gonna be a symbiote party, guys. Like
She did
Andy
become She
Serkis-
Venom though, right? She did in the
Yeah.
movie. She was She Venom.
Yep,
Yeah, I
for a
remember
bit.
that shit. Yeah, for a
Yep.
second, a split second.
This is a
Go ahead, Nick.
cool cover. You should, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you should own this already.
Yep.
But you shouldn't be paying crazy amount of. This is a $20 book.
They paying
guys. This is-
$515 for a 9.8.
That's insane. Well, it is a foil book. How many 9.8s? I wonder what the census is.
This was
Yeah.
this was a $2 book all day, every day,
Yeah.
forever. It's a $2 book.
Forever.
But the one thing is
No.
though, because I actually saw one of these this last weekend. That foil is so easy to scratch.
Oh yeah.
It's to get it as a 9.8. There's probably for every one of it 9.8, there's probably 30 of it at 9.6, and keep going down the line more and more.
I would never pay $500 for a fucking 9.8.
That's what I'm saying.
I
bro.
wouldn't either, especially since it's the civilian. It's not her as the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. But as a Spider-Man collector for a 9.8, like I probably wouldn't get rid of mine for $500 though if I had a 9.8. I'd be like, no. Like, you know how hard it is to get one of these in a 9.8? No way.
Let me
As
put
a
it this
collector,
way.
yeah. As a collector.
If you have 500
Yeah.
bucks and you're a Spider-Man collector, you can get like the second appearance of Kingpin, a low grade, for about 500 bucks. Or
Yeah,
you can get
Time
this
Machine.
person.
If you had
No.
a time machine to go back 2
The second-
years, you could get it for $500 for the first
Second
appearance of
appearance.
Kingpin.
Second.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that because I'm sour. I didn't buy my ASM 50
Wait,
at 500.
If you're a collector,
back in
you-
1999.
So Nick, what are you
Yeah.
doing this, Nick? What are you doing?
If I have to give it a choice, man, I'm gonna say I say flip it, man. If it's a book that there's a lot of copies of. It came out in the 90s in the time where there's hundreds of thousands of copies of. If you have a super high grade book though, hold it because it's only going to appreciate over time. If your high grade is out there, hold it. If you just have a rod, you don't care, it's got a couple scratches, sell it to the people that are out there filling the FOMO.
All right, how about you, Rob?
I agree with Nick. If it's if it's super high grade, hold it because it's not going to be common to have a super high grade. But if you have a bunch of fucking copies, like a lot of people do, you probably want to sell some of those off at least. But
Happy Pancake Day. All right, man. Alonzo.
Flip it. I wouldn't even hold it. If you own it, great. I would still flip it for the money you can get now. Get rid of it.
I know you can get so much for $5. I mean, if you have a 9.8 you sell for $500, you get you can get a pretty dope key, man. You know what I'm saying? So, how about you, JR?
Flip it.
Flip that sucker, man. Flip
Yeah.
that sucker. Me, man. I don't know, man. I think I want to keep this one in my collection if it's a 9.8. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
but
if you're a
maybe not, man.
Spider-Man
But maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, you know me. I'll probably flip it. You know, so. Move. Who's up? Rob, you got our number one.
Yep.
Yeah. Another book I don't have because I'm a fucking idiot. Eternals number 1, 1976, first appearance of the Eternals, sold in 49 copies, 7-day trend of 105%. The last 7 days. High sale of $9.99.99. That's interesting. For a CGC 9.6. Wow, that's a lot of money for a 9.6.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah.
9.6.
Yeah. But these books are usually beat to shit, so I guess the 9.6.
Exactly.
Yeah, it might actually
Be a
deserve
9.8.
that.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Yeah,
that guy's probably
so-
thinking, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it now. Like I said, it's like Eternals 3. Wait till the hype goes down. Wait 6-8 months after the movie comes out, and then pick it up. But
So you do this. You do this. Just
watch
it
this all the way. Yeah,
Watch this.
I
watch
want
this.
it, but I'm not buying it now. Fuck no.
All right, Nick.
I'm holding
This
this
is your,
book.
this is your book, bro.
I have this book already, man. I'm holding it. I got a 9.2. I'm holding on, man. I really think the Eternals, if you look at the cast, they're really setting these guys up to be like that, the next Guardians of the Galaxy, right? The next kind of random team that you've never really heard of that appears and then gets multiple like sequels. You know,
Mhm.
once again, the same stuff I said about the Eternals 3 echoes to this book. It's Jack Kirby. It's Bronze Age. It's old, right? A little tidbit, right? In 9.6, there's just as many 9.6 of this as there is 9.8s of ASM 375, right? It's kind of crazy, right? But this, like to Rob's point, a lot of people are getting this book graded, but there's not a lot of super high grades out there. I thought I had a super high grade, pressed it, cleaned it, came back a 9.2. This is as good as I could get. I should have bought way more of these in raw. They were $100 a piece, man. This was super easy money a year ago, 2 years ago. Everyone knew it was coming, and I just
Thanks, Louis.
only bought one.
Yeah.
So I'm holding my one to get the most value out of it as possible, and I think that'll happen after this movie breaks a bunch of like box office records, which I think it will.
JR, what's up, man?
The great thing, I mean, I would definitely hold this one. I think this got a lot of potential because the other thing is, no one says that they're an Eternals fan. I mean, out of
Not
all
yet.
their knowledge on, okay, but what I'm
How
saying
many
is,
Guardians fans were there in the past?
right. But not that's. Let me finish my statement before you jump in. Out of the panel here, who knows the story of the Eternals? Like, actually knows it?
I have no idea, bro.
I own the book.
I'll
I've
be
never
honest.
read it.
I read the Neil
never read that
Gaiman
shit.
one.
Okay, that's my
I
point.
tried reading the first one because I have it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I
But
just, like, can't put it down.
That's my point. Is they can do whatever the fuck they want,
Mm.
and no one's gonna go, well, that didn't happen in the book. Like if they do Spider-Man, they have to stay to a certain thing. Uncle Ben has to die. I mean, there has to be certain things that happen. They do an X-Men book, certain things have to happen.
Sure.
They do Eternals, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Just
There's
like
no
with Guardians.
expectations.
Right. Just like with Guardians, no one knew what to expect. And no one was like, well, that's not Guardians because no one knew Guardians. So there's a lot of room for this book to do really well. And a lot, or at least for the movie to do really well. And if you go back and look at the old Guardians books compared to the Guardians movies, there's no correlation there. They're starting to bring correlation there. And I think eventually we'll get a correlation with Eternal books. But right now, a lot of people don't read Eternals.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sell.
And what else does this have in common with Guardians? This is a space opera, right?
Yep.
Like this is a
space musical, bro.
Space
musical.
Like, you know, like how many times can they clone Star Wars? Well, this is another time they're going to do it.
Marvel's been doing the space stuff good, man. The space. I always thought that the cosmic shit would be bad for Marvel, but they've been doing it right, man. What do you think, Alonzo?
No, I agree with everybody on the panel. If you have the book, hold it. If you want to buy it, put it on your watch list. Don't buy it now. That's really all I got to say. I mean, everything's already been said about this book. I'm on point with everyone. Just hold it if you have it. If you want it, just wait.
Yeah, man. For me, bro, I'm like this, man. This is me. And me personally, I should have bought more. Nick was right, man. We all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, and it's like none of us did nothing on it. We're just like, oh, I'm gonna go chase the fucking Captain America, the Sam Wilson books. I mean, we should have bought these like crazy. Punchline, baby.
How many Strange Academies and Punchline books were bought instead of Eternals? And then look at the ROI, you know?
Bro, say ROI again. I dare you, bro. No, man. Yeah, I think for me it's a FOMO book, man. That's probably I think why people are buying it too, because they're like, oh shit, we seen it coming. My dumb ass. I need to go get it.
Buying it now, man.
I know, man. I mean, the copy I have is not that great. You know, these are like Nick said, these are hard books to get because no one took care of them. No one cared.
Right.
You know.
My thing is, if you can get a deal on it, get the deal. But if you're paying close to $1,000 for this book,
how much for a raw, JR? For like a mid-grade raw, do you think?
Oh, look at that. Came out
for mid-grade raw, if I can get it around $250, probably.
Wow.
For mid-grade raw, I would probably bite.
And you know what's crazy? And you think about how many Something is Killing the Children books we all bought instead of this. right?
know.
Or
I know.
like, and then like think about like you could buy.
I'm
some of
okay
these
with
comics-
that though, Nick.
And we
I know
bought
you
those,
are.
I'm
we
okay
bought
with that,
those
Nick.
on the peak, and we
I'm
bought
okay
those
with
on
that,
the
Nick.
peak.
Right. And you could buy, like, there's still Eternals books that you can buy right now. Eternals 8, Eternals 9, 11, like all
5.
that top, like 5. You should be getting all of those books and cheaper than current modern books. You should be getting them for.
Yeah, man.
Well, even and not just this run, you can go get like that Neil Gaiman run. People are gonna want that run because they're gonna go, oh, it's Eternals. They're gonna start looking for it and going, oh, it's Neil Gaiman, it's Eternals, it's got to be good. They're gonna read it and go, oh, fuck, this is wrong. But
So
they're gonna want that book.
Confusing.
I was thinking like, and JR, again, you're the expert, but I think the movie might be based more on Neil Gaiman's run than it is on Kirby's.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
that would make sense. I mean, from what I understand, basically, Eternals either was a last-ditch effort of Marvel to kind of appease Kirby before he went to DC, or was it him coming back afterwards?
No,
My-
he did this first, right? Then he went
And-
to DC and did.
And then he did New Gods and all that, right? Yeah. So it never got flushed out completely. So it's kind of halfway done. But they've never understood what to do with Eternals. They've always kind of been so
I think Eternals, like, and I think I could be wrong about this, but like Marvel decided to do Eternals because they couldn't do X-Men. Like, there's so many years this was in pre-production before the Fox deal was finalized or anything like that. So this was them getting a way to do mutated or augmented people.
this was originally going to be in Humans.
Right. It was originally going to be in Humans.
Yeah.
And so they had to
They
make
did
a
that
couple
show.
pivots. Right. And it's all about like the fact that they couldn't do mutants. And so I somehow think this is going to go full circle, and somehow the Eternals blood or something they did to the planet started the X gene or something like that. And then there's some sort of mutant origin in here as well.
Yeah, if you want to spec Eternals, go buy Neil Gaiman's run. That's still cheap.
Yeah. All right, man. We want to thank you guys for joining us for our first show, man. Like I think we had a lot of fun here. This was pretty fun, man. So I want to say we all want to thank again, Covr Price for teaming up with us to bring this show and let us use their content, man. Again, man, they they gather actual raw and slab cells from a number of online marketplaces and do all the hard work. And for letting you know what everything in your collection is worth and what everything else is worth, man. So I really like their information. But we got some other shows coming. We have a show that you can actually watch on the Rewind, right, JR?
Oh yeah, that Daredevil show that Steve and I did. We did comic book binging yesterday. We're kind of gushed over Frank Miller's run of Daredevil, Man Without Fear miniseries from the 90s. I think it went pretty well. A lot of people enjoyed it. Except for the one person I pissed off during it, but oh well.
You know what, JR, I enjoyed it. I was there in the live chat. It was a good show, man.
Thank you.
You and Steve nailed it, man. It was great.
And I know we're gonna come back and do more of these.
You guys are good, man.
Books. Yeah,
I like.
I need more. I need more pictures of you and your kitty. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
need.
that's not even my kitty. That's a foster kitty I had named Dot.
Aw.
That I used to foster kittens for a while. I got
Yeah,
a picture of her hanging on front of the TV, which is pretty cute too.
That's a cute
That's
picture of you, dude.
You're so cute.
You're
You're so
welcome.
cute. You're so cute. You're so cute.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And then we have our top pick show on Sunday, right, guys? So that's another good one to join up with us. But we also have Joker and
And Gomez, right?
Gomez coming on, right? Joker and Gomez are coming on for our mail call show, man. They're good guys, man. We had a last minute cancel and we sent them a DM, man, and they're totally good guys and good sports, and they're gonna come and join us, man. So, man, thank you all, man, for joining us for our first the bottom half. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with the show, man. I had a lot of fun.
Please,
This is a cool shit.
please leave
You know what I'm saying?
comments. Let us know what you like and didn't like on this.
Like
Yeah,
it.
man.
If
like
you like
it,
the
man.
video,
Like it, but also put comments letting us know what we can tweak.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
are comments
like,
still
we-
getting you into a drawing for prizes?
it could be, man. It could be. You know what I'm
Possibly.
saying? Possibly, man. You could be like, who was the two people that got the two John Boy signatures or just leaving 2 comments?
Azores and No Good Comics. So
They got the dope comments. We're like, we try to tell everybody like throughout the week, like just leave a comment in here, leave a comment, and they were only one, so they could go CBCS them suckers, man.
That's
so,
right.
Yep.
Yo, man. So go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just saying, man. It's so easy to win. I want to see Geek Driven win one week. I want to see Sam win one of these weeks.
Sam's win
man.
too many times. That guy.
Yo,
come
Jeff
on,
needs to
guys.
win, bro.
Come on,
Jeff needs to win,
D-Anime.
man.
Let's make some comments, guys. If you like the video, you're here, you hung out the whole hour. That means you like it. So do us a favor. It helps the channel. Like the video. Shoot us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, we're almost to 1,000. Guys, just get us over the hump. Let's go.
Oh, and yo, one more thing, Alonzo, you had a show with Justin, right? You want to let everybody know?
Yeah, so you can catch it on the Rewind. Justin and I, No Good Comics, did a quick review, a 30-minute bite-sized review of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. You need to catch it. It is awesome. I thank Justin for that. And then next week, we're going to have a supersized show for movies and shows where the Nerd Herd, along with Mama Lucy or Mama Comics, going to review Warrior Season 1 and Season 2.
That's going to be fun. Warrior, man. Yo, and we want to thank again Covr Price for joining up with us, man. But yo, JR, man, send us out, bro.
If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
Bams.